a student leadership kiddo, Miss Sophia Norris.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Sophia Norris, and I'm a member of the student leadership team for Quitman High School. We would like to welcome you to our Veterans Day ceremony, where the administration, faculty, and students of Quitman Public Schools would like to say thank you to the men and women in our school and community who have served in our armed forces. Today we honor those, present and past, who have sacrificed to ensure that we remain a free nation. I personally would like to honor my dad, Daryl Norris. He is a disabled veteran of 27 years and has been deployed 3 times to Afghanistan and 2 times to Iraq. He served in the Air Force and retired as Lieutenant Colonel. I am so grateful for a community and school that takes the time to honor him and other veterans who share his bravery, dedication, and sacrifice. Thank you.
Morning. My name is Orrin Wright, and I am a member of the student leadership team. At this time, I would like to welcome some dignitaries and honored guests from our school and community who are present with us today. Quitman School Superintendent, Mr. Michael Stacks, Quitman High School Principal, Mrs. Felicia Stacy, Quitman Elementary Principal, Mrs. Megan Griffin. Glenn Powell, U.S. Air Force veteran. Jennifer Powell, U.S. Air Force veteran. Tony Thompson, U.S. Army and Air Force veteran. John H. Williams, Marines veteran. James Posey, Marines veteran. Tyler Lutz, USAF Air National Guard, Army National Guard, and Army Reserves. Joe Richards, U.S. Air Force veteran. Dan Litchoff, U.S. Navy veteran. And Jerry Burleson, Army veteran.
Good morning. My name is Ariana James, and I'm a member of the student leadership team. I would like to introduce the members of the Honor Guard who will post colors for this morning's ceremony. Will the audience please stand as the Honor Guard performs the posting of the colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of the National Anthem. Please welcome elementary students Ringley Stacy, Addie Craig, and Naomi Sievers to lead our Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while our award-winning Quitman High School band, under the direction of Miss Cindy Payton, plays the national anthem. thank you.
Good morning. My name is Wilmer Payne. I'm a member of the student leadership team. I'd like to welcome Mr. Dan Lynchoff and Mr. Glenn Power, members of our Quitman VFW, to make a presentation. Bulldog fans will recognize Mr. Lynchoff as our Friday Night Bulldog Gang announcer. Thank you, Mr. Lynchoff and Mr. Power.
Mr. Stacks? Alicia, somebody? I gotta give somebody the check. Come on. First of all, I thank everybody today for coming out for this beautiful ceremony. I would be remiss if I didn't announce that my wife of 35 years is also a Navy veteran. Thank you, Louise, for your service and your love for me. At this time, I'd like to present Quitman Rice Young VFW Post 7514 would like to present 2 checks to the Quitman School. The first check for $1,000 to the Quitman East program. Our second check for another $1,000 for the Quitman Quiz Bowl. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jacob Green, and I'm a member of the student leadership team. On October 1st, 1880, a 26-year-old musician and composer accepted the challenge of leading the United States Marine Corps Band. From his first day on the job, John Philip Sosa, a son of a Marine Corps musician, radically changed the group's direction. He tossed out old standards and brought in new arrangements of popular music and penned original compositions. With its modern sound, the military unit quickly emerged as the nation's primary musical ensemble. In 1896, the famous conductor and composer penned a composition that quickly became symbolic for flag waving in general, and has been used with considerable effectiveness to generate a patriotic feeling. In 1987, it was named the official march of the United States of America. It remains the best known and most beloved march in American history, as well as a symbol of the promise of a nation to the people across the globe. While the great band leader and composer has been gone for many decades, he has never been forgotten. Now our kindergarten through 6th grade elementary students, under the direction of Ms. Gretchen Ernie, would like to sing Stars and Stripes Forever. Thank you, Ms. Rooney, and our elementary students.
Good morning. My name is Caleb Ellington, and I am a member of the student leadership team. At this time, we would like to call your attention to the round table in the center of the gym, which is a tribute to those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country, or who have been named to the elite group of veterans known as the POW MIAs. This ceremony is known as the Missing Man Ceremony. The ceremony involves a small table with specific items, each carrying a deep symbolic meaning for those who have not returned. The table, often round, symbolizes that the concern for the missing is never ending. The empty chair represents the missing service member, highlighting their absence from the table. The white tablecloth represents the purity and sincerity of the soldiers' response to their country's call. A single red rose in a vase represents the blood shed by service members and the hope that their families have while awaiting their return. The yellow ribbon represents the everlasting hope for the return. A black napkin symbolizes the emptiness left in the hearts of their families and friends. A pinch of salt on the plate symbolizes the tears of the families and loved ones. A lemon slice represents the bitter fate of those who are captured or missing. An inverted glass represents the inability of the missing to be present and share a toast. A Bible represents the strength of faith to sustain us and those who are lost. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Abigail Pike, and I am a member of the student leadership team. I would like to introduce our very own Quitman High School concert band, who will play a musical selection that pays tribute to the branches of the military. For the veterans in attendance, would you please stand when you hear the song that honors the branch of service in which you were served?
Good morning. My name is Eva Sullivan, and I am a member of the student leadership team. At this time, I would like to welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Glenn Powell. As a member of the Quitman community, Glenn Powell is a proud United States Air Force veteran whose commitment to service extends far beyond his military career. After his honorable service in the Air Force, Glenn has continued to dedicate his time and talents to supporting fellow veterans and enriching local communities throughout Arkansas. Glenn currently serves as the judge advocate for the veterans of Foreign Wars Department of Arkansas. In this role, he provides guidance and support to the membership of the VFW, ensuring that veterans' rights and interests are protected. His leadership and expertise are invaluable assets to the organization. In addition to his responsibilities at the state level, Glenn is also the commander of the Quitman VFW. As commander, he leads local initiatives, organizes events, and fosters a supportive environment for veterans and their families in the community. Please help me welcome Mr. Glenn Powell.
morning, Bulldogs. On this day, November 11th, we pause as a nation to honor a very special group of people, our veterans. A veteran is simply someone who has served in our country's armed forces in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force, or Coast Guard. They are the men and women who put on a uniform and swore an oath to protect the United States of America. The meaning of Veterans Day, I dare you say thank you. Veterans Day is a time to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone who's ever worn that uniform, whether they serve in peacetime or in war. It is a day to recognize their service and their sacrifice. Service means doing something important for others. Our veterans serve our country, dedicating a part of their lives, and sometimes all of it, to a cause bigger than themselves. Sacrifice means giving up something important. On veterans, gave up time with their families, missed holidays and birthdays, and traveled far from home to places that were often dangerous, all to protect the freedoms we enjoy every single day. Every veteran you meet, a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, or a teacher, has a story of duty, bravery, and commitment. Think about the things you love to do. Going to school, playing outside, spending time with your friends and family, annoying grown-ups by saying 6, 7. These are all part of our freedom. Our veterans are heroes who make sure we can keep those freedoms safe. They are all real protectors in their favorite games or stories, but they're real. When you see a veteran today, please look them in the eye and say, thank you for your service. That simple phrase is a big gift to them. You can also show your gratitude by doing your best in school, being kind to others, and helping your community. That's how you honor their service. Veterans like myself didn't serve for rewards or parades. We serve because we believe in the promise of this country. On behalf of the veterans of foreign wars, I ask every person here, young and old, to do more than just observe the holiday. I ask you to make a commitment. Remember the date and the meaning of this day. Acknowledge the sacrifice made by all those who served. Live a life worthy of the freedoms they protect. To every veteran here today, and all the veterans across Arkansas and the nation, thank you. We salute your service, we honor your sacrifice, and we'll never forget your commitment. Thank you. God bless our veterans in the United States of America.
Join me in another round of applause for Mr. Powell.
Thank you, Mr. Powell. Good morning. My name is Riley Palmer, and I'm also a member of the Quitman High School Student Leadership Team. We would like to take the time to honor the veterans who are part of our Quitman Bulldog family. When I say your name, would you please stand and remain standing until I ask you to be seated? And note that your Bulldog family is so proud to honor you. Mr. Lonnie Holland, Army veteran. And Miss Misty Atkin, Air Force veteran. We would also like to bring your attention to the back wall of our complex. We invite you to stop by before you leave today, as we have honored the many community and family members who have sacrificed so much for our freedoms by posting their pictures, and we thank them. Thank you to our East program for this wonderful tribute.
Good morning. My name is Joel Atwood, and I'm a member of the Student Leadership Team. I now ask anyone in the audience who has served in the armed forces to please stand. From the bottom of our hearts, Quitman Public Schools thanks you. Please give them a round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ira Rhodes, and I am a member of the Student Leadership Team. In honor of all of those who have gone before us and those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, Senior Band Member Colton Howell, and Junior Band Member Orrin Wright will play taps. Will you now stand and remain standing for a moment of silence and remain standing for the retiring of the colors?
Good morning. My name is Chandler Broadway, and I'm a member of the student leadership team. On behalf of the Quitman Public School, we would like to thank each and every one of you for coming and sharing this day with us. Thank you to Ms. Amy Shumay and the East Program for creating the wall honoring our veterans. Thank you to Ms. Cindy Payton, Ms. Gretchen Rooney, the Quitman Band, and the kindergarten through 6th grade students for providing the music for our program. Thank you to Ms. Leanne Colvin for working with our elementary students to create the beautiful artwork hanging around the top of the Bulldog Complex. Please take the time to visit this artwork in our Veteran Honor Wall behind me on your way out. Again, thank you to all of our veterans. All veterans and our community guests are invited to join us in our hospitality room for light refreshments at this time.
At this time, we will go ahead and dismiss K6 and 712 to go back to class. And like they said, thank you, veterans. Without you, we wouldn't have anyone to honor today. So we definitely appreciate you for this. Down at the bottom of our gym here is our hospitality room where our student leadership students are standing. If you'll wave student leadership, that's the room, veterans, that we invite you to come into for